yeah, so now that I'm in college, I've been thinking about stuff, and yeah, so I'm gonna tell you, because I'm the only person here. All my suite mates have gone to hang out with their families, and I'm here alone in my dorm. I'm gonna tell you about the stuff I'm thinking about. Okay, so there's all this like technology in the world today, and I got a free iPad. I'm really excited about it, and I'm actually making this video on it. And but then I'm starting to think about like, oh, I'm gonna miss out on some things because of technology. So one of those things, and it might be the only thing, is crumbling up papers when you're writing a paper and you're like, oh, that's not right. So you crumble it up, and you toss it at your trash can, and yeah. So I'm not going to get to do that because I have an iPad and a laptop, so I'm typing out my stuff. So I can't physically like crumble anything and throw it at a trash can. I'll have to like save it and then press delete and put it in my recycling bin. So yeah. And yeah, I'm also thinking about how studying for U.S. history is going to be a burden. Not that like history isn't important and you need to know this stuff if you're going to live, if you're going to make it in the world, because you need to know where you came from in order to know where you're going or where you are or something like that. And I like history. It's great. But studying for it is it makes me feel like a monster, like a study monster, because there's just so much to it. And you're never going to know the exact truth because, you know, people's preferences are always off. So, yeah, I've been thinking about that. Also, I miss my family, and they never sent me a message on Facebook, so I'm like, what the heck? What have I been all this time? Am I not that important to you? And then it's like, oh yeah, you don't really have time or electronic device or something like that. So, I can be okay with that. And also, I only know like 4 people here from prior, and I wasn't really good friends with them, so it seems like lonely. But you know, it's fun getting to be an adult. I mean, I got all my business taken care of except for studying, and it's kind of the whole reason I'm here, but I mean, everything else. It's only the first week, and I'm going to take care of my business first. Then I'm going to take care of my studying next. So I have a plan, and I have all the time I need. I'm still ahead of the game. I already wrote my paper for psychology because I thought it was due. Like, it's Friday today, and it was due on a Thursday, but I did it before that Thursday, and it was really next week. So my paper is due next week. I stressed out over that one, kind of stayed up all night. I did stay up all night doing that paper, and now I'm just, you know, good with that. Yeah, so I took care of the things that I needed to take care of with that, and bad because I didn't get much sleep, and I had a 7:30 class in the morning, and that was hard. But, yay, college life. So, oh, and I already gained, like, the freshman 15. So, holler I'm another statistic. Woohoo. Probably not a good thing. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to work it out. And my suite mate, because I don't have a roommate. As you can see, that bed is empty. And my bed is not, because I'm in it. And my suite mate is trying to lose 30 pounds to disprove that freshman 15 thing. And so I wonder what that's going to look like. If I gain 15 pounds and she loses 30, then will we just balance it out, or there won't be a balance? Or like, I wasn't that person, I'm the exception. I'm not the exception, I'm the rule thing. That won't really balance out. That's kind of like this. Yeah. So, upon gaining that weight, I've been thinking about how my clothes don't look the way that I want them to look on me, as they did when I was back home and feeling so fresh, like a G6 or something. And yeah, so I'm thinking I want to go shopping, or I just want to go get my winter clothes, because those are, you know, they cover up the flab and different things. So yeah. This is Arizona, so you can wear winter clothes and be fine. That didn't make sense. Okay, so I'm also thinking about my friends, how I don't see them anymore because I'm living on campus. Pros and cons living on campus. I'm not going to go there. Actually, I think I will go there. I can just walk 5 minutes to my class. I'm never late. Actually, that's not true. I was late to psychology because I thought it started at 3:30, and it was actually at 3 o'clock, so I ran in there at 10 minutes late, and I was like, yes, the brain and stuff. Okay, I'll just sign my name on the sheet. Okay. Yeah, it was really embarrassing, but I'm not going to do it again anytime soon. Hopefully. Yeah, so I'm not late to my classes. If I'm tired, I can just come upstairs and take a nap. That's pretty cool. I mean, some people are commuting. They have to drive their car all the way back to their place and nap. And that's not too fun when you have another class in like 4 hours. Yeah. And then, yeah, I just like taking a lot of naps. I'm a normal napper. No, it's not true. I'm not a normal napper. I don't know what that would be. I nap a lot, and I like to nap often. So it's good to live on campus. Yeah. And I'm also really in close range with all of the people I need to talk to, because it's a smaller campus, so I can just, go over here to this building and say, like, hey, I need to set up an appointment with what's-her-face, and then I go over here, and I say, hey, I need to talk to what's-his-face right now. Is he available? And they'll say yes, or they'll say no, and then I can just come back tomorrow or later, because he's right there. He's within reach. And then, yeah, so then I can take care of all my business in the same area instead of going to, all the way to campus and then all the way back home, realizing that there's things I need to take care of, and then having to drive all the way there. And you just come back and forth, and you're running like crazy because you're like, I don't live on campus. So, yeah, it's good to be here, and I'm very thankful to everyone who's helped me get here. I notice I have a lot of time on my hands that I should be using to study, because I'm not hanging out with people. I'm alone in my dorm. I'm only alone in my dorm because these people over here, my suite mates, have families that can, come back every day if they wanted to, because they just got it like that. But my family is, like, not like that, so we can't just, you know, drive, even though they're pretty close, like, it's just, like, 3 miles, it's more, but, like, I'm in Scottsdale, and they're in Phoenix, but whatever. So, it's really not that much of a drive, and they could come and get me, but they don't, so I'm here, and I'm not hanging out with people, and I'm not studying. I'm making a video about what I think about. So, yeah, mainly, I have a bruise on my leg from when I was running, and I hit a chair, and I flipped over, and that's actually going away. It's been like a week, exactly a week. It was last Friday, and it's Friday, and it's going away, and I'm so happy. So I'll get my skin back to normal on my leg. And, yeah, I've met a lot of friendly people, a lot of people who are willing to talk to you for, like, however long until they have to go and do their stuff. And they're just really nice. Just everybody's really nice here. And, so that is nice, to have friendly people around you. If you have a bunch of negative, stressed people, then you're not going to be too happy to be living here and going to school, because you have your own things that you have to take care of, and then you have to, you know, try to work it out with their stuff, and it's like, that's what it is. So, yeah, I'm just really thinking about how everybody's nice, and I haven't had any, like, close friendships yet. Like, I have some potential people who might be my friends. Maybe, maybe not. Possibly, maybe. So, yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. And, I'm also thinking about how, like, it's tough to be an adult and not have a phone. Seriously, I have my camera on my iPad, and then I have all my schoolwork on my laptop over there. But then I have, like, no phone, no means of communication when I'm on the move that is going to be fast. Like, nobody can shoot me a text because I don't have a device like that. I have email, and I have Facebook, which most people have an email here because they have to have an email because you have to connect virtually with your classroom. So, yeah, everybody has an email, but nobody checks it often. Nobody's, like, always on their email. I mean, maybe people check it a lot, but they're not always on their email because that's ridiculous. Like, just sitting on your email all day and, like, don't you have anything better to do? Yeah, well, I check my email frequently, but usually nobody's sending me anything that quick. Not really. But I'm always on Facebook. Like, I never log out of that thing. I'm always on it. So, currently, I don't have any notifications. I don't have any messages. Not that I know of right at this moment, because I'm not looking at it. But I know I'm on it. So I know that there's things happening, but people are not communicating with me right then. But what if they need to? Oh, like, what if my family does want me home for the weekend? Like, they could send me a message, but that's probably not going to happen until, like, the day of. And then maybe I'll be able to check my Facebook, and maybe I will, because I'm always on it, see the message, but it's just not efficient. I need a phone. I need a phone now, because I need to be on the move. Like, I'm going places, and I need to be able to have a super glued phone to my palm so that I can see, oh, they need me now. And then I can change directions. And it's just, like, cool to have a phone. Everybody has one, and if you want to be, like, popular or something. Okay, no. If you are trying to create a network around you, it just makes sense to have a phone. Like, oh, I need to talk to a lot of people throughout the day just say, hey, I need to touch base with this person. This person may be a potential friend. Let me facilitate that for a moment or 2 or 3 or forever and all night and not study. And then, yeah, it just makes sense to have a phone, especially when you're an adult like me, trying to make your way in this world. And you're not going to get too far if people can't really talk to you, communicate with you in a more efficient way than email and Facebook. Beep, bop. Because everything's technology these days. And you're going to miss out on crumbling papers and throwing them at trash cans. Like, that just bothers me. Like, I know I said this before, but like, that really bothers me. I want to do that. I want to be that stereotype for just a moment or 2 or 3 or forever. And actually, I wouldn't want to be that person forever, because if you're crumbling up papers, what are you really getting done? Really? I don't know. So, yeah, there's a lot of thoughts, other thoughts flowing through my mind other than studies. I'm really not into any of the guys here, currently. They're all good looking. All of these guys are great, nice, I think, guys, and they're, like, there's nothing really wrong with them. I don't care. I haven't shaved my legs in a week. I'm only just trying to take care of my business right now. And that's why I'm here. I'm not here to get married. I'm not here to get engaged. I'm not here to even flirt with a guy for 2 minutes, because I should be studying in that time. Time is precious, and boys are not always so precious because they just get in the way. But I have noticed them. I'm human. And yeah, all these guys are just really good looking, and I'm like, hey, no. Yeah, so that's how I feel about that right now. Yeah.